Okay, so I'm saying a very big good morning to everyone joining in live on my show this morning. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Thank you so much for clicking the link and logging in to be live on Talk Show this morning for another health segment as we discuss things relating to our mental and emotional health. I'm Sanusi Rebecca and I'm really excited to be live on the show once again. Today we're gonna be discussing another topic in relation to our mental and emotional health. Every Friday 9 a.m. we discuss the physical part of health, and yesterday we discussed alongside teeth preventive dentistry. My guest discussed alongside tooth loss, tooth decay, things you can do, and he also offer consulting services to people who are interested in him being of help to them as regarding their teeth. And today we're gonna be going to Saturday morning 9 a.m. we discuss things pertaining to our mental and emotional health. And last week I had a guest from Touch Bearer Therapy Consult in Lagos, Mr. Joshua Yewale Joshua. Is an occupational therapist. We had to discuss alongside addictive behavior, and it was all fun because we learned a lot, and of course I got a lot of amazing feedbacks from people as regarding last week's show. So this weekend show, today's show especially, will not be an exception because this talk show we always bring to you amazing topic for discussion. Like today now we'll be discussing how to overcome shyness. Okay. See, the truth is that everyone out there, we all have kind of reasons at one point or there are times whereby you will actually be a little bit shy. Of course, you might not be totally shy, but you'll be a little bit shy to actually, talk about what you do, say some things to people out there. And that is why this morning on the show, we'll be discussing alongside that. So once again, you're welcome live to the show. I'm so excited to have you joining in live. And I won't really mind if you actually drop your response, say something on the comments box. And if you want to stay anonymous as usual, ghost viewer, every kind of thing that you do on WhatsApp, if you want to bring it here too, there's no problem. But then we're still going to enjoy the show. Okay, we'll take a short break now. I'll be right back as we discuss this important topic, how to overcome shyness. Please don't go away. I'm still here, please. Are you just joining us on the program? You are welcome. And you're presently live on Talk Show. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the remaining parts of today's program. Are you just joining us on the program?
You are live.
You are welcome.
Talk Show.
Thank
you for joining us
live Show.
On today's
Sit
program.
back, relax, and enjoy the remaining parts of today's program. Alright, welcome back once again to the episode Overcoming Shyness. Okay, so today let me go straight to what I have to say because I don't have time on my side. Today's Saturday, and what's Saturday for? Saturday is for Owambe, and me too. I have Owambe to do. I might not really have a physical Owambe, but I shall have Owambe. Today is for Owambe, so I need to to recognize the day. So I won't be taking long, but then we ensure that whatever we are discussing here is very impactful. Now, how to overcome shyness? Like I said earlier, at one point or another, you've been shy before. of course it might not really be too much, but then there are times whereby you're shy. For example, the first time I ever spoke to a large number of people was when I was in my primary school. Then we were told to represent the school in an inter-private school debate then, and my teachers, they just selected me to be the one to be this guest speaker. In fact, don't let me even mention the topic we discussed on that day, because I don't want you guys to laugh at me. I don't want to. The topic is all funny topic, and as a primary school student, what topic do you expect? This is better than this. I think the topic was tap water is better than well water. Can you see that kind of please just laugh at me. Yes, tap water is better than well water. So that was what the topic was about, and really it was really all fun, because the truth is that when I got the actual and I wanted to talk, oh my god, I was really happy. They called me come and talk, but then I was a little bit scared. And one thing I did there was that I was able to overcome my fear, and the fear was not really evident. Why? Because when I came out with confidence. Of course, when I wanted to talk, I was shy. I was a little bit frightened. And the truth is that even most public speakers, you hear them talk about these things. If you've ever come in contact with a book by Dal Carnegie, you hear him say things like every public speaker has every reason to be frightened at first. That is, even everywhere you want to speak, the first thing is that you'll be a little bit frightened, because that's the first time you're ever speaking to those people. You don't really know them, and that is why there are these kind of things they tell you to do if you want to speak to a large number of people. For example, taking a deep breath before you talk. When you notice that you're a little bit scared, you take a deep breath. So that was one of the things I did then, as a young girl. Of course, I didn't really understand then, but at least I shall know that I took a deep breath and I tried my best to speak the first statement out. And one thing is this: once you start talking, the first statement you say, every other word will come. Except if you involved yourself in cramming, because cramming has a way of actually cramming can make you forget what you want to say. That is why most times we are being encouraged, especially if you have a presentation to do, you are always being told not to cram, because the truth is that cramming can disgrace us. Actually, there are other better ways on how to. Of course, cramming is a memory training exercise. Is an example, but it's not the best. There's a podcast episode on memory training, how to train your memory and harness your memory power. If you check the link that brought you here, you actually see the podcast episode. That podcast episode, my guest then, Emmanuel Tobiloba, he did a lot of he told us a lot of strategies on how to train our memory. Okay, that's the side. Now, every public speaker actually talk about the fact that at one point in order you will be frightened a little bit, but it now depends on how you are able to overcome it, and that is what I'm here to talk about. So shyness majorly is a feeling of discomfort. That is a feeling of discomfort, uneasiness, a kind of fear you have when you find yourself amongst people. And this kind of shyness, you find yourself amongst people, maybe people you even know, or better, or people who are strangers to you. That's what shyness causes. And one thing we should note is that it's very important that we learn how to overcome shyness, because shyness has a whole lot of things it can affect us from doing. Number one, shyness can prevent you from seeking help when you need it. For example, maybe you are going through some difficulties, or you are going through some things that can weigh you down, that can cause more fatal issues. At that point in time, because of your state, because of the fact that you're shy, you might not find it easy to actually seek for help. So shy people tend not to seek for help, and as a result of their inability to seek for help, these challenges they are facing, or this situation they find themselves in, tends to overcome them. Okay, so that's why one reason why we need to learn how to overcome shyness. And another reason why we should learn is that it can actually prevent us from meeting new people, from forming relationships. The truth is that in this part of the world, one thing we must always understand is that no man is expected to be a lone ranger. Even when God created Adam, he created Eve too, because he said that it's not good for man to be alone. This is just to tell us that there's actually a part of we meeting people, because no one succeeds on his own. the truth is that you shouldn't be a lone ranger in everything you do. You shouldn't actually be a lone ranger. You can't succeed alone. You can't make move alone. Yeah, there will be need for relationship. There will be need for people to be of help to you, people to come around and to help you in achieving that thing you want to do. Now, there's this statement I always hear that a vision is not always about you, because the truth is that there are people who will come around you to actually help out with your situation that you find yourself in, and it's very important that you learn how to overcome shyness. So that's another reason why it's very important we learn how to overcome shyness. Another thing is shyness can prevent us from forming good relationships that will help us in achieving that which our goals, okay? And it can also prevent us from seeking help when we need help. Another reason why we should know how to overcome shyness is that it can result into mental issues that are very, very serious. Shyness is actually a bedrock, a foundation to some mental issues that people experience, like anxiety, like depression. Because depression, one sign of being depressed is that you will distance yourself from social things. People who are depressed most time, they withdraw themselves from relationship, from people around. They just want to be alone, loneliness, feeling of less self-worth. So as a shyness can actually, if not treated, shyness can actually progress. There are actually levels to shyness. We have the mild shyness, we have the extreme shyness, and this extreme shyness can lead to depression, can lead to mental issues such as depression. It can lead to anxiety disorder. So that is why it's very important to learn how to overcome shyness. And today I'm going to I'll be giving us tips, important tips and easy to apply tips on how to overcome shyness. Okay, number one thing is that if you want to speak to people or maybe a stranger, number one thing you should do is that you should take a deep breath. Taking a deep breath actually brings you into a relaxed position. The truth is that you want to speak to this person, the fear of the unknown, because you don't know if this person will watch you, you don't know if this person will actually speak to you. So as a result of that, you might see that your heart rate is very, very high. But in order for you to be able to say something, you need to take a deep breath. Now, when you take a deep breath, ensure you say the first word. Once you say the first word, you see that you find it easy to continue. So number one thing is that whenever you want to talk to stranger, you want to talk to anyone, ensure you take a deep breath. Now, number two thing I would like you to notice is that this person is you should also understand that this person that you're talking to was once like you. For example, let's assume you are talking to a girl. You can look at the person. I'm a girl too, you are a lady. What's so special? You look at the person, just see that this person is a woman being like me. Or example, maybe you're talking to a lecturer. See it as this person was once a student like me. This person was once in my place. So bring that person into your own place. For example, you're speaking to a male and you're a guy. Say that this person is a guy like me. He has beard, I have beard. He is on low cut, I'm on low cut. So what? When you bring your mind to that kind of thing, you are able to actually relate with such an individual. So take a deep breath. Number one, see the person, look for something that connects you both together. If the person is a female, see yourself as I was a female, so I'm a lady. You have hair, I have hair, so I should be able to talk to you. Get that kind of. See if the person is a lecturer, see the person that this person was once in my shoe before. Having that kind of understanding can actually help you to be able to say something to the person you're talking to. Okay, and I've explained the part of taking deep breath. I've explained the part of ensuring you start the first word, because once you are able to say the first sentence, trust me, you'll be able to say every other thing. But anyway, I would also like to tell you some other things that you also need to do. Now, one thing is that if you want to overcome shyness, you yourself must desire in your heart that you want to overcome this. Okay, let me say a very good morning to Oluwakemi. Thank you so much. Good morning to you too. It's good having you live on the show today. Thank you so much for saying something on the comments box. Okay, so As confident now, number one is that there's a place of the mind in overcoming shyness, overcoming issues like that. Your heart and your mind must be determined that you really want to overcome it, because I've given us reasons why it's very important that we overcome shyness. I've given us a whole lot of reasons, and this thing is very important. We always interact with people. You have businesses that you are doing, you want to talk to people about it, you have a course that you don't understand, and you will need to meet with someone in your department to teach you. So public